Hello students, today I explain you the next topic in market function, and in that topic we deal with physical market function, and very important physical market function we start today, that is transportation. Transportation is very important market function. Okay, already you heard about transport facilities. Okay, and our total markets in our country depends on all these transport facilities. In transportation or the movement of products between places is one of the most important marketing functions at every stage. That is right from the threshing floor to the point of consumption. The main advantage of transport functions are widening of the market, narrowing price difference over space, creation of employment, facilitation of specialized farming, transformation of the economy, mobility of the factors of production. Now we see in detail about these advantages. What is widening of the market? First advantage. Transport helps in the development or widening of markets by bridging the gap between producer and consumers located in different areas. Without transport, the markets would have mainly been local markets. The exchange of goods between different districts, regions, or countries would be impossible in the absence of this function. The example is the market for Himachal or Kashmir apples. So this is very important example. You explain in this particular advantage. The producers are located mainly in Himachal Pradesh and Jammu Kashmir, but apples are consumed throughout the country. So this is very important function, advantage of transport function. Then what is the second advantage? Narrowing price difference over space. Means the transportation of goods from surplus areas. Surplus means large producing areas to the places of scarcity area helps in checking price rises in the scarcity areas and price falls in surplus areas. Hence reduces the spatial differences in prices. Spatial differences means the change in price level. Okay, we maintain the stabilization level of prices by this particular function. Creation of employment. The transport function provides employment to large number of persons through the construction of roads, loading and unloading, laying of the means of transportations, etc. So huge employment is created in this particular transport function. Facilitation of specialized farming. Different areas of the country are suitable for different crops depending on their soil and agroclimatic conditions. Farmers can go in for specialization in the commodity most suitable to their area and exchange the goods required by them from other areas at a cheaper price than their own production cost. Okay, so this is also the specialization, also very important point in case of our farming business and for maintaining the cheaper price for that particular produce. So this is also the very important function carried out, very important advantages takes place with the help of transport function. Transformation of the economy. Transportation helps in transformation of the economy from subsistence stage to the developed commercial stage. Industrial growth is stimulated by being fed with raw material produced in rural areas. Manufactured goods from industries to village or rural areas too can be moved. This is also important advantage, transformation of the economy. Then advantage number 6, mobility of the factors of production. Transport helps in increasing the mobility or movement of capital and labor from one area to another. Entrepreneurs get opportunities for the investment of their capital in newly open areas of the country. where the prospects of profits are very bright. Moreover, transportation helps in the migration of people in search of better remunerative jobs. So this is all about the advantages of transportation. Now we see very important point in case of transport function, that is transportation cost. The transportation cost accounts for about 50% of the total cost of marketing. Means the share of cost is more in total cost of marketing. It is higher when the produce is transported by bullock carts than when it is carried by other means. The efficiency of transportation depends on speed and the care with which goods move from one place to another. The extent of the facilities provided and the degree of care with which goods are handled in route and at terminal stations. However, there is a need for reducing the cost of transportation because this cost is very important cost in marketing cost, okay, that cost beared by farmer. So we have to focus on reducing the cost of transportation. Now, in this case, again we see the next point, very important point, factors affecting the cost of transportation. Other thing remaining the same, the transportation of agriculture commodity depends on following factors. Okay, or transportation cost of the commodity depends on following factors. These factors are very important, so you have to understand it. Number one, distance. With an increase in distance over which a commodity is transported, the total cost, transportation cost also increases. But the transportation cost per unit quantity of the produce decreases after a certain distance. Per unit quantity of produce, the transportation cost also decreases as per the level of distance. Then point number two, quantity of the product. The transportation cost per unit quantity of the commodity decreases with increase in volume. If you transport bulk volume, okay, then your transportation cost per unit quantity of commodity decreases. It will be less if a full truckload is available than it would be if only a few quintals are transported. So you have to check also this point. Otherwise, you will minimize your transportation cost. Mode of transportation. The cost of transportation varies with the mode of transportation. For example, bullock cart, which type of mode you used for transportation. That point also depends on the cost of transportation. It's tractor, truck, railway, etc. Condition of the road. The cost of transportation is less where metalled or tar road have been constructed than in place where gravelled roads exist or where there are no roads at all. Means if the road condition is good, then transportation cost is less. Okay. Then nature of product. The cost of transportation per unit is higher for the product having the following characteristics. You know all these characteristics: perishability, for example, in case of vegetables; bulkiness, for example, straw; fragility, for example, tomatoes, most fragile commodity; inflammability, for example, petrol; requirement of special type of facility, for example, livestock and milk. So all these are the characteristics of product, and according to the characteristics, transportation cost changes. Availability of return journey consignment. Return journey consignment means if goods are also available for transportation, when a truck is to return to its starting place, then per unit cost of transportation is less. But if this case is not there, then the transportation cost per unit increases. Risk associated. Next factor is risk associated. The transportation cost is less if the produce is transported at owner's or sender's risk than when the risk is on the agency transporting the produce. So the risk is also very important. Now these are the different factors. Due to that factors, transportation cost vary. But we also see the next point, problems in transportation of agricultural commodities mainly. The means of transportation used are slow moving. So this is the first problem in case of our agriculture sector. Then second, there are more losses or damages in transportation because of the use of poor packing material. Number three, the transportation cost of the farm produce is higher than that of other goods. Other goods means manufacturing goods. There is lack of coordination between different transport agencies, for example, the railways, truck companies, etc. So due to this particular point also, uh, different problems arises in case of agricultural commodities. Now, the next point, suggestion for improvement. The following are some of the suggestions for improvements, okay, in the transport functions and reducing transport cost. In that first one, there must be full utilization of capacity of transportation facilities in terms of the load. This would reduces the per quintal cost of transportation. So we focused on this particular point, full utilization of capacity of transportation facilities. Then point number two, the transportation cost per unit per quintal can be reduced by fixing the rate of transportation for different means. At present, each agency charges what it likes and not on the basis of any rational computation of the cost factor. So there must be any special authority to check the prices of this particular transport means. Then there should be a reduction in spoilage, damage, breakage, and pilferage during the period of movement as a result of better handling, packing, and use of proper types of wagons. So this also reduces the damage. There should be a reduction in the barriers to interstate movement of the produce. If this happens, the time taken in transportation and quantity of the fuel consumed would be reduced. A reduction in the bulk of produce by processing it can help in minimizing the transportation cost. For example, milk may be processed into condensed milk, butter, or ghee, and fruits into juices. Then the transportation cost minimized. Then the speed and the capacity of vehicle used in transportation should be increased. This can be done by research in respective areas. The speed and capacity of bullock carts can be increased by the use of pneumatic tires instead of existing wooden and iron wheels. The use of springs in the axle of the cart and the development of at least good all-weather roads in the areas. So these are the different suggestions. We have to focus on these suggestions. Then and then we cover the problems in transportation related to agricultural commodities. Thank you very much.